Hi there, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, my name is Anonymous. For now, I have been getting gang stalk since I was 30 years old. Right now, I am 37. Uh, I make YouTube videos about gang stalking, not necessarily just to talk about it, but I give you strategies, insights, and let's say new ideas and suggestions on how to combat gang stalking and deem any gang stalking operation that is being pushed on you futile. Now, this is well, one thing is that I'm really happy to actually receive notifications that someone's gang stalk, someone is defeating their gang stalking operation because of what I have talked about in this channel. And that's the whole idea behind this channel. That's what I want, is to beat gang stalking. I have lost a lot of my potential of the best years of my life because I have been stuck in this jail, in this psychological jail of gang stalking, and I will do whatever it takes to stop them from doing that. Because any type of potential from anyone that is dimmed by gang stalkers, I feel that they're stealing from society, and that is the one thing that I don't like. I despise that. So, anyways, this video I want to talk to you about new observations that I have made about the sensations. So, as the sensations become less intense, I am able to feel what they're coming from. So one of the sensations that I have talked to you guys about is the sensations about my car swaying. Now, yesterday I began to feel a little swaying, but then I made the connection that I feel the swaying of my body when I am standing up. The only difference is that when I'm in my car, I feel like my body is shaking, but it feels less intense. So therefore, I can differentiate that the sensations are actually coming from my body shaking and not from my car shaking. However, there have been times where gang stalkers are literally swaying in my car. So they do that for an extended period of time, and then your body reproduces them whenever you get a sensation attack. I'm not sure how I can call this because I don't know what to call it yet, but we're gonna add it to our terminology. So it is pretty much a cluster of sensations. So whenever I'm just hanging out or whenever I'm relaxing, I begin feeling the sensations in cluster. My body shaking, the sensations on my foot, and then some type of like tapping on my body. And they are come in clusters and then they go away. So I found that very interesting because I never really noticed it before. But yeah, so whenever I start feeling like my body's shaking or that my car is swaying, I immediately begin feeling the sensations on my foot, the tapping on my body, the twitches that I feel when I get a cluster of direct energy weapon attacks, whatever you want to call it. But they are becoming less and less obvious. Like yesterday, they were like they don't necessarily lessen in frequency, but they lessen in intensity. So that makes total sense because when you are, let's say, when you have a cut, and it hurts, the pain actually becomes less and less. The cut is still there, but it is building scar tissue, and if you kind of open the wound up, you're gonna begin feeling the pain again. So it is directly relative to how when you're getting gang stalked and someone actually begins swinging my car again for extended periods of time, it intensifies again. So they are kind of reopening the wound, for a lack of a better analogy. So yeah, so the sensations come in clusters at random points in time, and then I just put my mind away from that, and then it just stops. So what can I do to lessen this? What I could do, I could just literally just get out of my car when I feel like someone is swaying my car and I'm sure of it. I can probably just like get out my car and then just like chill there, smoke a cigarette for like half hour, or like read but standing outside of my car. That way I just do that for an extended period of time. I'm gonna apply that strategy. So if you are by any chance in a similar situation where someone is doing a something to you, such as swaying your car, or such as, I don't know, blasting music where you're at, what you can do is you can just stand outside for, I don't know, for as long as it takes until they leave, because they're gonna get tired of just waiting there to do nothing. You know what I mean? So I don't know how they would combat that strategy, because I have never done that before. But I'm sure it will highly discourage them from doing the same thing. What else? Well, I think that was it. I just wanted to tell you guys that the sensations actually come in clusters. The sensations come in clusters. When you start feeling one thing, then something else pops up, and then something else pops up. But then when you ignore it and you put your mind somewhere else, you just forget about it, and then they're gonna stop. Now they last for like 2 minutes, you know, and I feel that the reason that I have been not getting my car getting sweat is because I haven't logged into Sniffies. Sniffies is the app that pretty much maps where you're at, exactly where you're at. So I haven't logged into that, you know. So I think whenever I want to log into that, I'm gonna probably log on, and then put like my thing somewhere where I'm not, and actually pay for the app if I actually want to like use it. But right now I'm too busy. Anyways, any new observations? Not really. It's only that they come in clusters, the sensations, and just get your mind away from that. And if you're just being harassed, like physically, if they're there, what you can do is you just put yourself in a situation where they are unable to do that. So when my gang stalking actually started, I was actually being literally followed by people. Like, they were actually following me, and they were like making sure that I saw them. So what I did, I was at Choose Fitness, at the one in, like, I'm not sure, but it's like on the east of San Diego, the eastmost Choose Fitness in San Diego. So it was. So what was I doing? So what I did, I just set up my camera. I put it on a tripod, and then I just put it there to be watching. And then Gangstalker saw it, and then they just stopped because I was recording. Like, they literally saw that, and they just walked out immediately. So you can do that, but one thing is that don't make it obvious that you're recording, because that it's gonna make you appear defensive. Just casually put your phone wherever it is, and do it as calm as possible. Do not appear to be panicked. Just, if you have a front pocket, put it here, you know, or just be on your phone. Just like if you're walking, just like casually be on your phone and ignore everything else around you. If you're actively getting followed, like followed, when they do the gang stalking signal, and they put you in a state of panic, and if you drive somewhere, you're gonna feel that they are following you, and you might actually be getting followed, you know. But this doesn't happen often. But when it does happen, what can you do? So let me tell you what I did the last time this happened. Is that my nervous system was in the state of panic. However, I was able to think clearly. So what did I do? I did absolutely nothing different than any other day. So what did I do? I went to the gym, I showered, I hung out at this parking lot actually, and then I began to clean my car, and then I went to the car wash to get it washed on the outside, and then I just went to the other to a trolley station, and then I just began playing video games, and that was it. And that's it. I behaved I did the same thing that I was doing if it was a day where nothing was happening. So I think that's actually a really good strategy. So if you are getting gang stalked, if you're panicked, so slow down and look at the day, look at the time, and then just think to yourself, what do I typically do on a day like this? What is it that I have to do? And so you want to make sure that you're not responding to any gang stalking situation. You do nothing differently. People tell you though, do different things every day, be unpredictable. No, because you are responding to gang stalking. If you're gonna be unpredictable because that's how you typically are. Don't respond. Don't react. The only thing that you respond, but your response is the response that I'm suggesting you to do, is to think. Sit down, calm down, look at your previous, think about what you typically do in a day like that. So what do I have to do? I have to clean my car, I have to get my car washed, I have to make more YouTube videos, I wanted to play video games, and that's exactly what I did. So, and not only that, but you lose complete focus on gang stalkers. You don't look out for the gang stalkers. You don't. You take all your attention away from your gang stalking operation, and you put it in your tasks. You take where thought goes, energy flows. So you want to take all your energy and put it to your endeavors. You take it off from you don't start panicking and looking outside and being paranoid about any gang stalker following you. You become careless. Why? Because they're not gonna do anything. They are only what. That's the show. That is the show. They are watching your reaction. If you are the show that they want you to that they want to see is your reaction to what they're doing. That's how you're gonna give them the show. That's how you give them entertainment. How do you take that away from them? By you just doing everything that you would do in a normal day. You take away, so that is the energy that you're feeding them, is your reaction. That's your energy. You want to keep your energy to yourself and use that energy on yourself. They're energy thieves, because all your mind, your mind buffering or cache or whatever the fuck analogous thing that I can think of, such as, or synonymous with energy, all your RAM, all your bandwidth, you wanna have it all to you. Do not allow gang stalkers to steal your peace of mind. You might feel terrified, you might feel panicked, but you have to act in your best interest, regardless of how you feel. Feel the pain, feel the panic, but don't act on it. You act on what you would do if you were not paranoid. And that is, and so listen, and it's gonna happen a lot of times, and don't feel guilty, don't ruminate if you fail the first time, if you react like an insane person. It's normal. It's fucking normal. That's what's normal. So don't dwell over it. Sit down and be like, how did I act before, and how can I ameliorate that reaction that I had? And this the thing is that you don't have any type of reference on what is a good a reaction that benefits you and that fucks them over. You don't. But if you're watching this video, or if you'll be watching my channel, now you know what the proper reaction that will deem their gang stalking operation futile and not worth their time, not worth their effort. And for you, practically, if you don't react and if you do what you want to do, guess who's taking the energy? You. Yeah, you're gonna feel amazing. Just trust me. So try it one time. And you're gonna see other gang stalkers are disappointed because you gave them no show. You gave them no energy. You gave them no supply. No gang stalker supply, narcissistic supply, same shit. You didn't give them anything. On the contrary, they put on a show for you, and you behaved like nothing happened. You're indirectly, by your actions, telling them you gang stalkers are nothing. And that's what you want to do. You want to let them know that what they did means nothing to you. That what they do is not going to change anything. And guess what? They're going to get the message, and they're going to be tired, and they're going to get exhausted from gang stalking you because they're not getting anything. They're not. So that's why you have to be aware of all the tricks that they do, because you have to strategize on how to respond to the way that benefits you and not gang stalkers. All right? So remember, I'm going to close this video with this message. The reaction that will make them know that their shitty, pesty gang stalking operation is nothing is you treating them like they're nothing. How? Don't glance at them. Don't pay attention to them. If they made you feel paranoid, be like, oh, okay, paranoia is a natural response to that. So you just sit down, wait for the paranoia to go away, and then stop thinking about gang stalkers. Because remember, if they're nothing, you're not going to think of that because they're nothing. You want to think about what is more important to you. So gang stalking is gonna mess with your priorities. So their goal is to put all your priorities down here and put theirs up here. And what they want you is to prioritize them on top of anything else that you have going on in your life. And you don't do that. That's the one thing that you don't do. All right? You take away any attention, any bandwidth, any buffering that you can possibly be having of attention, and you take it away and you put it on yourself. All right? Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys.